lovelies. I hope you're having a great day. So today's pick a card reading is for 2023. And what I'm doing is looking at the positive significant events that are going to come in for you in 2023. Now, I've done numerous readings because each reading is one single event. So it could be likely for many of you that more than one positive event is coming in for you in 2023. And if that's the case, choose more than one reading. Choose as many readings as you feel drawn to. And as always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, I'll see you in the readings. Hello Group 1, welcome to your reading. So as I mentioned in the introduction, each reading is one significant positive event that's coming in for you in 2023. So if you're drawn to another reading, then listen to another one in addition to this one. Okay, so I'm going to choose some cards to get an idea of this significant event, which could be for any area of your life that's coming in for 2023. Okay, I'm going to choose 9 cards. See what we get. Got the Queen of Diamonds, which is the Dove. 3 of Diamonds. That's alignment. Ace of Diamonds, awakening. Wow. That diamond energy there, that's to do with spirit and energy and the higher realms. We'll see what else comes out. Another one. Look at that. The 10 of Diamonds, elevation. Goodness me, Group 1. Got the Jack of Clubs, the monkey. 3 of Clubs, group teamwork. So we've got clubs and diamonds so far. Another diamond, 4 of Diamonds, mindfulness. Another club, King of Clubs, the lion. And the 6 of Diamonds, sixth sense. What are the chances of that we've just got diamonds and the clubs coming out? Now, the clubs relate to the material, physical realm, things that exist or happen in the physical realm. And as I say, the diamonds is to do with spirit and energy and spiritual path, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's what's going to dominate this big positive change that's coming in for you in 2023. It looks like your spiritual path, how you use energy, your own energy, any spiritual gifts or abilities, the things that go on behind the scenes in the other dimensions, spirit beings, that sort of thing. So that all of those things connect to the diamonds cards, and then the clubs, they relate to the physical aspect of life, the material. Okay, so first of all, this card is in the position of your past, recent past, the influences that are leading to where you're going in 2023. Now that's the elevation card. So that is all to do with you reaching a higher point, okay? And in relation to the energy that's coming through this reading for you, Group 1, this is about spiritual evolution, raising your frequency, seeing things from a higher perspective, uplifting your mood, all those kinds of things. Some of you might have had an actual upgrade in your energy where your DNA has upgraded. You might have gone through some kind of awakening, spiritual awakening. We have the awakening card there. That's one of the influences that is coming in for 2023. But I'm sure if you have had an awakening, that you're probably already aware that awakenings, there isn't just one. Once you have one, it opens the door for more levels of awakening coming in. And that looks like what's happening for you in 2023. So yay, Group 1. So above the 10 of Diamonds card, we've got the Queen of Diamonds, which is the Dove. And the key words there are peaceful and spiritual. So that tells us a lot, really, doesn't it? Especially with what I've just been saying. Now, this is the card in the position of what spirit, your spirit team, your soul tribe are helping you with. And that is to help you to get more peace, inner peace, that is, because your inner peace will then be reflected in your outer environment, and you'll end up with an outer physical environment where there is more peace. So we have got a very clear energy here that this is all about your spirituality, you becoming more of your spiritual self, you tapping into that spiritual side of life more. This is a big positive shift that is coming in for 2023 for you. And you're getting a lot of help from your spirit team that are helping to uplift you, that are helping to bring you more peace. Now that card connects really well with this Four of Diamonds mindfulness card, these two here, because for you to get more peace, that means peace of mind, really, because it's the mind, isn't it, within that creates all the noise inside of us, all those unruly thoughts that crave for our attention, or thoughts of where we're thinking about things that have happened in the past, we're thinking about what's going to happen, or we're thinking about things that are happening in the present, and all that time we're not being present and we're thinking a lot, and there's a lot of noise going on in the mind. So this is what your spirit team are helping you with in 2023. They're helping you to achieve more inner peace. And this is a big soul growth expansion phase for you in 2023. So it might be challenging at the beginning, but as the year progresses, this is something that you're going to get closer to achieving, is this peace of mind. And for most of you listening to the reading, this will mean engaging in some kind of spiritual discipline like yoga or meditation or deep contemplation, or spending time in nature and connecting with the nature energy, the trees, the nature spirits, that sort of thing. It's making time for you to find a quiet time that's just for you, so that you can go within yourself. Because all the thoughts that we get in our mind, they are asking for our attention, so that we can change something about ourselves to stop the thoughts, because most of the time we experience unhelpful thoughts. Most people have their mind, their thoughts controlling them, and they find it really hard to stop their thoughts. But when you are engaged in a spiritual discipline that is focused on bringing inner peace, eventually you gain control over your thoughts, and that's when the inner peace comes in. So the thoughts are there to grab our attention, to show us something that's out of balance in our lives. It could be that we're dwelling on something in the past that's gone on, and it's going round and round and round because there's something that needs understanding about the situation, or maybe our emotions need healing, or maybe it's something that we just need to let go of. But all of the thoughts that we get, they are asking for our attention about something. So the more that you can listen to what you're thinking about and actually pay attention to the types of thoughts that you get, the easier it then becomes for you to figure out what needs balancing or healing or releasing or processing or feeling, whatever it is. Okay. So in 2023, this is going to be a big positive shift for you to bring in more inner peace by paying more attention to the noise that's inside of you. Okay, group one. Now, and that ties in really well with this Three of Diamonds alignment card, because when mind, body and soul are in alignment, those are the three elements on that card, that's when our life becomes really well aligned, where things flow in quite easily, where we can manifest things quite easily, where we don't hit as many roadblocks, where our health becomes better. All of those things can happen when you're in alignment. So that is this big, significant change that is coming in for you in 2023, Group 1. It's about you achieving inner peace, aligning your mind, with your thoughts, your emotions, your soul, with your body, and bringing everything into balance. Okay. If we look at this card here, the King of Clubs, the lion with the words brave and assertive. This is one of the things that you have been lacking currently. And so this is one of the things that Spirit is going to help you to bring in during 2023, to be more brave and assertive. And that could involve speaking your truth, expressing your needs. Maybe you haven't been really good at asking for help, or asking people for what you need, or expressing how you feel. So that is going to be one of the areas that you will be getting plenty of practice with in 2023. So there'll be plenty of opportunities for you to find that inner courage and confidence in yourself, and not be afraid to speak your mind, to speak what's in your heart. Okay. And this middle card, the Jack of Clubs, which is the monkey, we've got the words inventive and skillful. Some of you might actually be monkeys from the Chinese zodiac. But monkeys, typically, I often think of the 100th monkey with that card. That was my idea behind designing it, because this is one of my decks. And the 100th monkey is basically where, if you don't know about it, it's when enough people know the same thing, then it gets automatically, it kind of spreads out into the mass consciousness, and suddenly everybody knows it. That's what the 100th monkey means. The 100 monkey is. So this energy of the monkey, the inventive and skillful, this is about you finding original or different ways of doing things during 2023. Thinking outside the box, not being afraid to be yourself, not being afraid to do things differently, not being afraid to speak out, to be assertive when you need to put yourself out there. Because for some of you, this could be about putting yourself out there in some way, making yourself known, promoting yourself, marketing your business, whatever. This is about you being you and putting yourself out there. And it's about you bringing everything into alignment during 2023. This feels like a very positive and successful energy for you that's coming in for 2023, where you can become such a better version of yourself, more than you could possibly imagine, where you kind of become the person that you've always wanted to be, or the sort of person that, with the qualities that you've admired in other people. This is you, Group 1. You are reaching new heights, and everything is kind of on the up for you and uplifting, with abundance coming in, more peace coming in, more joy coming in. You know, everything is, I feel this energy of expansion. Everything is expanding. It feels really positive and lovely. Now, if we look at the right-hand column, we've got the Ace of Diamonds, the Awakening, and the Six of Diamonds, the Sixth Sense. Both of those cards there relate to the influences that are coming in at some point during 2023. Now, if we put those two cards together, that gives this really clear message of your third eye opening. Okay. So this is an awakening of your psychic ability. And the reason that that is going to happen for you in 2023 is related to what I've already been talking about bringing inner peace, because the clearer you can get your thoughts, the easier it will be for you to discern when your sixth sense is working and giving you information, because the information that we receive through the sixth sense can often get lost in all the noise in the thoughts, all the noisy thoughts, all the conversations from the past, all the imagined conversations of the future, all the hecticness and busyness of the present, the sixth sense, the intuition, the whisperings from our soul tribe, they can all get lost amongst all that noise in the head. Okay. So during 2023, the more peace that you can create by sorting through your thoughts and seeing what they're telling you, the stronger your sixth sense will become. So for some of you, this could relate to a clairvoyance ability where you will have you might see strong images in your mind. You might see things that exist in the spiritual realm, but you might even see them in the physical realm. You might see auras. You might become very visual where you're noticing things that you haven't noticed before. And you might be able to see through things, like seeing through someone that's not telling the truth, that sort of thing. For some of you, your sixth sense ability could manifest in different ways. You could become more clairaudient, which is about hearing spirit, hearing things in other dimensions. So you might hear your guide speak to you or your guardian angel. You might hear extraterrestrials speaking to you. You might hear passed on loved ones communicating. You could hear all kinds of noise that we don't hear in the physical realm, but that you can hear from other dimensions and other realities. You might even hear energy. There are so many psychic abilities that can manifest. Clairsentience is another common one where you sense energy, and that can come in with many different forms, where you could sense a person's energy, you could sense the energy of an object or of trees or plants or animals or the planet or the weather. You know, there are because everything is energy. So as a clairsentient, you have the potential to sense the energy of everything. Okay. So there are lots of different psychic abilities. I am going to do another video on that very soon, which you might want to keep an eye out for. But those are the main influences coming in for you, is you developing your psychic ability. So for that to happen during 2023, the main message here is about you sorting out what's going on in your mind and finding some kind of spiritual practice that works for you that will help you do that. If we look at this Three of Clubs, the group teamwork card, there's a couple of things that can relate to. Now, that could either be that you want to use and work with your psychic ability where you're helping other people in some way, like I do, you know, doing readings, or in another way. Or it could be that this card is relating to you connecting with your spirit team and building up a strong connection with them. And that could involve your guardian angel, who is always with you. It could involve the spirit guides that are with you at the moment, helping you out, spirit animals. It could be fairies, pixies, any of them from the elemental realm. It could be any number of beings that exist in the other dimensions. I sense for most of you, because this reading is very spiritually based, that for most of you, this is going to be about you developing a strong connection with your spirit team, because the stronger your connection becomes with your spirit team, the closer to them you become, the more you sense them, the more you can tune into them, because usually they will either communicate telepathically or through your thoughts and feelings, or through your vision, your psychic vision. It depends on what your dominant ability is. But the more time that you spend building this connection with them, the stronger the connection becomes, the easier it is to connect with them, to speak to them, to communicate with them. And for some of you, this could even involve channeling or becoming a medium. So there are different ways that this will manifest. And For some of you, this could be about you connecting with passed on loved ones who still live on the other side, you know, where they want to come through to tell you that they're doing absolutely fine and that they're watching over you and, you know, bring you messages of peace and comfort. So this will manifest differently for each of you. But what an exciting event to come in for you in 2023. Group 1. I'm going to pick a couple more cards from one of the other decks I've created, the Life Signs Oracle. That one's come out. Interesting. Number 12, Teamwork. That is the same energy as that one, that outcome card, isn't it? This is about, this is this very strong message about you getting a lot of help and not doing this on your own. So when you're engaging in this process of sorting through your mind, and you might want to get some help from holistic or spiritual therapists, or you might want to work with your spirit team. The message is very strong here coming through from spirit that they do want to help you. So all you need to do is to ask for their help in any way, whether it's asking them to help you to clear your third eye or to help you to look at the thoughts in your mind so you can sort through them and release them. In whatever way it is, your spirit team are waiting for you to ask for their help. Okay, let's get another one. Oh my goodness. Number 49, Ascension. That's the final card in this deck, and it ties in with this elevation card. Isn't this wonderful synchronicity that you're getting these cards like they're doubled up, aren't they? You've got the steps on there, you've got the steps on there. That is wonderful. So this is an energy that is going to carry on all the way through 2023 for you, where you are climbing higher and higher and higher. How amazing, Group 1. I'm going to get one more card. I'm very curious to see what else comes out here. This is just amazing. Number 20, Deliberate. Oh, that's interesting and not surprising. One of the messages I get so frequently from Spirit is slow down. Take your time. There's no rush. You're not on a time limit. Oh, goodness me. Don't us humans love to be doing everything fast and now? I want it now. Patience, my dear. Yeah, so there is no rush in what you're doing, because cutting corners won't work in this instance. Well, cutting corners never really works in the long run, does it? But that's a very good piece of advice to come through there. Deliberate. Yeah. Take your time, Group number 1, with what you're doing, because you can't rush through what you're doing. It's going to happen in its own time. But the more that you clear your thoughts, the stronger your psychic ability will become. Bear that in mind. But you know, you can't force things to happen. It is so important that you go with the flow, that you take breaks when you need to, that you give yourself time out, and that you just let it come in its own way, in its own pace, and in a way that's right for you. I'll get you some final messages on these quick message cards. Yet another deck I've created. Just to finish the reading off with very soon. Okay. That's interesting. So I feel that something that you've been working towards in 2022, that you've been trying to manifest or bring about to completion, that is going to come in for you very soon, in the early stages, I would say in the first few months of 2023 for you. That's lovely. Take it easy. There's another confirmation for you with the deliberation card there, to not go rushing in. Okay, one more. Gift or compliment heading your way. That's a lovely card to get. So this gift or compliment heading your way, in some instances, this could be money, a monetary gift that you receive. But more often than not, this usually relates to someone saying something really positive and uplifting to you that makes you feel really good, especially if it's in relation to work or something that you've been working hard towards. This is like recognition and feedback from someone saying, you know, this is great, thank you. It's that sort of thing. But whatever it is, it could be, It could be an actual gift of something physical that's completely unexpected that comes out of the blue. But whatever it is, it's something very positive and uplifting for you. Okay, so group 1, I hope you've enjoyed that reading. What a great reading to get for 2023. Thank you so much for listening. And if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to help me to grow. Thank you. Have a great day. Hello, group 2. Thank you for joining me with the reading. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, each of these readings are one single significant event that's coming in for you in 2023. So it might be that many of you have more than one significant event, so choose as many readings as you need to get the information that you need. Okay, so I'm just choosing these cards. We're going to get 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's one more. Number 1 reading was quite interesting. We'll see what comes out for this one. We've got the 8 of Spades, mental strength. The 10 of Clubs, the key, success and freedom. Jack of Diamonds, the Wren, free spirit and inspiring. The 2 of Spades, decision and choice. 6 of Hearts, beauty and appreciation. Ace of Diamonds, awakening. 7 of Clubs, retreat and rest. 9 of Diamonds, completion. 7 of Spades, inner journey. Okay, group 2. So the general energy that's coming through for this reading is about you needing to make a choice about something, make a change. There's an area of your life where you are being called to change something about, and I feel that this change is for something for the better. It may be that some of you are going through it at the end of 2022, but it's relevant for whenever you listen to this reading. It could be that you're facing the decision as you listen to this reading to make some kind of an improvement in a certain area of your life. I'm actually picking up for some of you, it could be related to work, or it's to do with how you spend a lot of your time. I feel that for quite a lot of you, you have been really, really busy, just having too much to do, having so many things to put your attention on that you have been finding it really hard to do anything to the standard that you would like, whether it's with regard to work or whether it's to do with home life or whatever it is. I think that you've had quite split attention, split focus. So nothing has had your full attention. And I think that this has been bothering you, group 2. And it's kind of reaching a point where you need to do something about it. So this is the shift that's coming in, the big positive change that is coming in for 2023 is about you making some life-changing decisions that will make things better for you. Okay, we have this 2 of Spades, the decision and choice card. This is in the position of recent past events that are leading into 2023. So that's why I was getting the feeling that you're at this point as you listen to the reading where you're needing to make some decisions, some choices. You're needing to figure out what it is that needs to change in your life to get a better balance so that you can slow down. Because here, with the 7 of Clubs, the rest and retreat card, this is in the position of the it's like a challenge position. This is what you're finding hard. And this is the energy that's moving into 2023, that you're in this place where you just are not getting enough downtime. You're so busy. You're doing a lot of different things. Your attention is split. It's all over the place, and it's maybe making you feel scattered or forget things, or it's maybe that you just can't give things the attention that you want to give them, and you're aware of that, and you know things have got to change, but you're wondering what to change. Okay. This Eight of Spades, the mental strength card, that's in the position of the things that Spirit is helping you with. So Spirit is going to help you to figure out the best things for you to do in 2023 so that you can get some time to yourself, because I feel that you're not getting enough time to yourself. You're not getting enough time to rest and recharge. You may be feeling worn out or burnt out, or maybe it could be affecting your mood, group 2. But as 2023 comes in and as the months pass by, there is some very positive energy coming in for you. So whatever you're currently going through, that is going to change. But I sense that is going to change because you're making the changes, okay? This lovely middle card here, the Six of Hearts, beauty and appreciation, that is such a beautiful positive energy to come in for you, where you will feel like it's kind of all those feelings of being loved up, feeling happy and contented. I think it's because you've got so many wonderful things happening in your life, haven't you, group 2, that you're finding it hard to let anything go. But at some point, this does need to happen, because you do need to put yourself at the top of your list of priorities. And that will be one of the energies that develops more as 2023 progresses. But this lovely beauty and appreciation card, this is you being really grateful for the things that you have, for the people that you have, for how your life is developing in 2023. It's a very positive, uplifting energy that is coming in, that you'll be feeling for a lot of the time during the 2023 cycle. Okay. If I look at this Nine of Diamonds, the completion card, this is in the position of something, an area that is lacking at the moment, and something that you need to do. So this is quite clearly saying something needs to be completed. So this could either relate to a physical area of your life, like a project that you've been working on. It could even be a relationship. It could even be to do with where you're living. Or it could relate to something within you. So there might be an unhealthy belief or behavioural pattern that's been running for too long and now needs to come to an end. It could even relate to this busyness that's going on in your life, where something needs to end, something needs to come to an end. I sense that it is that for most of you that this completion is referring to. But it could spill out into other areas of your life, the completion. There might be other things that need to come to a completion. But I think for most of you, you will be figuring out during 2023 where you can pull back, where you can remove your energy from, where you can make cutbacks, because it could even be a financial aspect that's coming in here. So I feel that for a lot of you in 2023, you could be having a bit of a life review, and it's going to bring in some much needed positive change for you in one or more areas of your life, because I'm not seeing this in one particular area. This is like a big shift for you in 2023, group 2, where you're making some positive changes. You're prioritizing the things that really matter, and you're getting rid of the things that aren't as important. Maybe if you spend a lot of time on social media, you decide to cut back on that. Maybe you spend a lot of time waiting around for other people maybe, and there's something that you can do about that. There could be all sorts of ways that you can cut back. I'm getting this feeling very strongly from Spirit now that there are some things that need to be cut back. So it could be physical things that you do, how you spend your time. It could manifest in several different ways, and it's this big kind of energy of making big changes, positive changes in your life that is coming in for you in 2023. This lovely key here, the number 10 of clubs, success and freedom, that's in the position of where you need to put your focus, things that you can focus on. And the feeling I get from that is certain things that you can set yourself free from, because the key unlocks as well as locking. It can lock us into things. It can also unlock us, so release us from things. And that ties in really well with this completion here. So look at anything that's weighing you down, anything that might feel like a burden, anyone that might feel like a burden, anyone that's draining your energy, any situation that isn't for your highest good, that doesn't feel good. Set yourself free from it, group 2. Bring it to an end. Get it out of your life. This is the change that's coming in for 2023 for you. It feels quite inspirational to me. That's a strange word to come in for this reading, but it feels like you're going to be inspired to make some very much needed changes. It's like a reorganization of your life. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the sun is shining through the window at the moment on most of the cards. And this is just telling me that there's this lovely energy of light that's coming in for you in 2023 that will help you to see the things that are holding you back, the things that you need to let go of. Okay. Now, if we look to the right column, we've got the Jack of Diamonds, the Wren, Free Spirit and Inspiring, and the 7 of Spades, the Inner Journey card. Now, both of those energies have kind of might put you in touch with your spirituality a little bit, because I feel that you've been quite focused on the physical material realm. So this will help you to gain a bit more balance in your life with bringing in more of a spiritual vibe into your daily life. Okay. The Jack of Diamonds, the Wren, this connects in really well with the key card. We've got freedom and free spirit. So this is you setting yourself free from anything that's weighing you down, anything that's slowing you down, anything that's getting you down, anything that's draining you. I can see you getting rid of it in 2023. And then this lovely 7 of Spades, Inner Journey card. This is about you getting in touch with you. Once you get to this point of making time for yourself and finding the time to rest, to recover your energy, to heal, this is you finding the time to go within and for you to start discovering that lovely inner peace and contentment that you have inside of you already, that you maybe haven't been able to tap into before because of all the busyness, all the things that you've been busy doing in your life. It feels like as the year progresses that you will start to slow down a little bit, group 2, and it's really what you need. And I think that you'll be very glad of it, because when you do, this Ace of Diamonds, the Awakening card, that is the outcome. That is the energy that wants to come in as the year comes to a close. When it comes in will be different for each of you, but as you make time and make room in your life, it will allow this, like this bolt of lightning, this light, look at it on the reading, the sunlight, this light wants to come into your life. Once you've made time for it, once you've made room for it. And when it does, it will reinvigorate you. It will inspire you. There will be new chapters opening up, new doorways opening, new ideas, all sorts of wonderful new energy coming in for you, group 2. But you first need to make room for it. This is quite a transformational and transitional year for you, Group 2, that is going to lead you to somewhere that feels even better than where you are already. And it's interesting, as I'm doing the reading, I'm seeing a lot of energy sparkles in front of my vision, which I don't often see. I mean, I see them from time to time, but I'm noticing them as I'm doing the reading. And I feel that this is quite relevant for you, Group 2, because I think that there is this feeling of upliftment and raising your vibration and being more aware of the light and of energy as the year progresses, because you will have slowed down and released yourself a bit more, which will create space in your life for this to come in. Okay. What a lovely transformational year for you, Group 2. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. So if you're drawn to any other of the readings, you know, if you feel that they might be relevant for you, please feel free to listen to them and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you've liked the reading, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for listening and have a lovely day. Hello, Group 3. Thanks for joining me in the reading. Okay, so as I mentioned in the introduction, I'm doing quite a few readings and each one is based on one positive, significant event that's coming in for you in 2023. So it could be that more than one event is coming in for you that's significant. And if so, you might be drawn to more than one of the readings. So listen to as many readings as you feel are relevant for you. And as always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so just choosing some cards here. We have got the Eight of Hearts, Empowerment, Jack of Spades, the Monkey, Inventive and Skillful, Four of Hearts, Emotional Control, Ace of Spades, New Idea, Inspiration, Six of Spades, Creativity, Five of Hearts, the Change of Heart, Nine of Hearts, Emotional Release. Got a few Hearts cards coming out. Got the King of Spades, the Scorpion, Warrior and Precise, and the Three of Diamonds, Alignment. Okay, Group 3. So this looks pretty exciting. Now then, you've had some kind of a new idea for a project. It's a creative project. We've got the creativity card. But creativity can come in various different ways. So it will be different for each of you. But I'm pretty sure that you already know what I'm talking about here. Now, I feel that when you're listening to this reading, whenever it is, you have got this idea of something that you want to do. It could be in connection with work, but not necessarily. It might be a hobby, or it might be that you're considering doing something part-time, or just it's something that you enjoy doing and that has a creative element to it. And it's something that brings you a lot of joy and fulfillment. But I feel that in the past, maybe during this previous year, it hasn't felt like the right time, or no matter what you've done, it hasn't worked out. If you've tried to pursue this goal, this creative project, something about it has kind of stopped you from going ahead with it. And that's because it was either not the right time, or there was something that you needed to learn, or there are some obstacles you needed to overcome, or maybe you've been releasing some past fears that have stopped you from moving forward. Whatever reason it is, the lovely positive change that is coming in for you in 2023 is pursuing this idea, whatever it is that has come in for you, whatever is in your heart. Now, I can see straight away that things aren't going to work out in the way that you think they will right now. And that's not a bad thing at all, because most of the time we limit ourselves by what we think is going to happen. It's our mind limits us because we often can't imagine other possibilities. And right now, Spirit is coming through saying there is a better way, there's a better path coming in relation to this new idea that you want to pursue. So don't worry if things do change or if you are being stopped from doing one thing, it's because something better is opening up. And I'm not saying forget about this new idea, whatever this is. It's not about that. It's just about things working out a bit differently to how you imagined, but they will be a whole lot better. So the best thing that you can do is to keep your mind open and be open to change, be open to going with the flow. And if you keep hitting a brick wall over and over again, look at a slightly different way of doing what it is that you want to do. Okay. Now we've got quite a few hearts cards here. We've got 4 hearts cards that are showing up in the reading here. And the hearts relate to the emotions and the feelings in this deck. This is one of the decks I've created. So I think that what you're doing in 2023, it's really going to affect you on the emotional level by bringing in a lot of fulfillment and contentment and joy. Whatever this idea is, this creative idea, this inspiration that you've been getting coming in recently, it's going to be making you feel really good. And you know that you want to pursue it, but it's just a matter of waiting for the right time and the right circumstances to evolve. And that's what will happen in 2023 for you. If we look at this card here, the 9 of Hearts, the emotional release, this card is in the position of what's been blocking you and what it is that you need to grow through or evolve out of, or it's a challenge that you need to overcome. And this is telling me that there have been some emotions stuck in your energy that have been blocking you. Now, for some of you, this might have actually created a creative block. This might have manifested as a creative block for you. So if you've had this idea of something that you wanted to do, but you kind of keep wanting to start it and then not getting anywhere with it because you can't quite think up the creative ideas that you want, this is why you've got some emotional energy that is stuck in your emotional body and it's been blocking the creative process. If you think of the energy centers in the body, the sacral chakra just below the belly button, that's the creative center, but it's also where we store a lot of emotions. So the emotions are tied to our creativity. So when we've got blocked emotions, it can block our creative flow. Okay. So this is something for you to be aware of during 2023, that whenever you feel blocked creatively, it's a signal for you to look at your emotions and what it is that you're holding on to and what needs attention, what needs processing, what needs to come to the surface for you to feel so that you can release it and heal it. Okay. So there's something from the past that is still in your energy that needs to come to the surface in 2023. And when that happens and you actually allow yourself to feel these emotions that have been previously stuck, you'll have, after they've been released, you'll have this massive inflow of creative ideas and inspiration for what it is that you want to do. Okay, so that will be amazing, won't it, Group 3? This other card here, also another heart, the 8 of Hearts, the empowerment card. That's in the position of what Spirit is helping you with, okay, during 2023. So Spirit is helping you to tap into your inner power. This is the energy center of the solar plexus, okay? So then it may be that you have been feeling a little bit afraid of doing this idea. Maybe it involves putting yourself out there in some way, or maybe it's just that you've been lacking a bit of self-confidence or self-belief, or just not feeling like you're good enough or that you will be good enough. Something that it's been holding you back, and I feel that this is tied to these blocked emotions. This is something from your past that is holding you back in some way. Okay. And this is what Spirit is helping you with. So look into the past if you want to move forward, to get some kind of clarity and understanding as to what's happened to you that could be holding you back, that could be running in your subconscious as a negative belief system that's stopping you from following your dreams. Okay. And Spirit is helping you to clear this, so that you can find this inner power, this inner courage, this self-belief, this self-confidence that you need to move forward with this amazing idea, this amazing project, whatever it is that you want to do in 2023. Because you have got the potential to do this. You've got the skill, the knowledge, the wisdom. You've got what it takes, Group 3. What you need to do is to believe in yourself. And it looks to me as though that means you need to clear something from the past that's holding you back. Looking at this card here, the King of Spades, the Scorpion, warrior and precise are the key words. This is talking about what's lacking and what's needed, the energy that's needed in your life. Okay, so this is giving me the feeling that I think you're a sensitive soul, Group 3. And if you're a creative soul, you are sensitive, because us creative types, we are often very thin-skinned, aren't we? We fear criticism and judgment. We fear other people looking at our work in whatever form it comes creatively. And that can make us anxious and afraid to put ourselves out there, as I was talking about there with the empowerment card. So this is the message here, that you need to kind of grow a thicker skin in some way, Group 3. Okay. What other people think of you or your creations, that's their business. You can't influence another person's perception, because for all of us, our perception of how we see things is based on our experiences, and another person can't change that. So don't worry about those people that don't like what you do, or even if they don't like you, let them be that way. That's all right for them. When you do things that come from your heart, you will automatically align with the people that like what you do. They will be drawn to what you do by the light that you put into your creations. So you are less likely, when you follow your heart, you're less likely to attract people that aren't in alignment with you. Okay. And you're less likely to attract those people and situations that judge you and make you feel bad. Whenever you follow your heart, that's what you will attract, is that like energy. Okay. So don't worry about people that are judgmental and critical. They're actually really unhappy with themselves and they're just projecting it outward. Forget about them. Focus on what makes you feel good and the people that make you feel good. Okay, Group 3. And that ties in really well with this Jack of Clubs, the monkey, with the keywords inventive and skillful. That's in the position of what you need to focus on. And I often, when I designed these cards, I made that card in mind of the hundreds monkey effect, because I mentioned this in the first reading as well, because that card came up in that same position. I think it was the same position. Because the hundreds monkey is the one where when enough people know the same thing, it automatically reverberates out into the mass consciousness and everybody knows it. Okay. So it is really important for you to be you, for you to do your thing. Because in doing so, that will send out this ripple of light into that mass consciousness that makes it easier and helps other people to be themselves and do their thing. When you're doing what you do best, which is being you and being creative in your own unique way, that creates such a high vibration, such a lot of light and a lot of positive vibes, and that ripples out into the collective energy and it uplifts everyone. So when whatever this idea is, this creative project, whatever it is that you've got in mind that you want to do for 2023, make sure that you are just doing you, that you are just being you, because everybody else is taken. The more unique you can be, the more authentic you are, that's what will attract into your life so much positive energy and abundance. It will all come back to you, and you will attract the right people to you, to what you're doing. Okay, group 3. What a lovely message. Now, if we look at this right-hand column, I notice that we've got 3, 4, and 5, which is a lovely energy of forward progression and moving up, moving forwards, going with the flow. The 4 of Hearts and the 3 of Diamonds, both of those cards are in the position for the influences coming in at some point in 2023. So with the 4 of Hearts, we've got emotional control. That's a great card to come in, the energy to come in after what I was talking about here with this releasing the emotions and empowering yourself with self-belief and self-confidence. Because that 4 of Hearts tells me that any anxiety or any feelings of lack that you've had up until now, it's kind of there balancing out, and you will take a more logical approach to things and not allow fears and anxieties to get a hold of you. This is you kind of taking control of your emotions and not letting them get out of control for the situations. So that's a very kind of stabilizing, balancing energy that's coming in for you, especially in relation to your emotional body, which is really great. So after you've released whatever this is from the past that's been blocking you, you'll feel a whole lot more balanced, okay? And this lovely 3 of Diamonds alignment card, that ties in really well with the emotional control card, because that talks about mind, body and soul coming into alignment. And when that happens, that's when you can manifest and create wonderful things in your life. Whether it's this idea that you've had, or whether it's creating circumstances and life changes, everything is going to come into alignment. You may experience serendipity and synchronicity, where wonderful things happen, where it's as if everything falls into place at just the right time in just the right way. And it's such a positive energy to come in. Now, if we look at this final card here, the 5 of Hearts, which is change of heart. This is the outcome. So this is what I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, where what you've got in mind is going to turn out differently to what you think it will right now. And you could do a complete 180 change of mind or change of heart on something that you've been thinking about doing, or it's in connection with what I've been talking about, this idea, this project, whatever it is that you've got your mind on that you want to bring in 2023. There is like something in connection with that you're going to do a complete 180 on, okay? And it will be positive, believe me. Don't worry about that. Now, I'm just going to get a couple more cards to get some final messages for you. We've got destiny is leading you. That's a lovely positive message, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I think there'll be some signs and synchronicities happening for you to show you the right decisions to make, the right path to go on. I think that it will be smoother. I see a smoother path ahead for you developing in 2023, group 3. Listen to your heart. A beautiful message. ties in really well with what I was saying earlier about following what's in your heart, because that is you. You are in your heart, group 3. Listen to what your heart is telling you, because that will lead you to the most joy, the most contentment, the most abundance. Okay. Be you and be your heart. Not yet. Okay. That's just making me feel that that's in connection with what I was talking about, this emotional block that you've got. I feel that it's been holding you back and you've had to wait. But with this lovely energy that is coming in for you in 2023, any blockages and any delays are going to clear as you clear your emotions. Okay, group 3. I hope you've enjoyed that reading. Let me know with a thumbs up and leave me your comments. If you haven't already subscribed, it would really help me out if you could subscribe and help my channel to grow. So thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again. Hello, group 4. Thank you for joining me in the reading. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, these readings are for one positive, significant event for 2023. So it might well be that you have more than one significant event happening in 2023. And if you do, you might be drawn to more than one reading. So listen to as many of the readings as you feel is necessary. And as always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, I'm just choosing a few cards here to get the reading started off with. I want 9. I think I need one more. And we'll see what comes through. We have got 6 of Hearts, Beauty and Appreciation. 10 of Diamonds, Elevation. 2 of Clubs, Wait and Patience. Ace of Clubs, New Situation. King of Clubs, the Lion, Brave and Assertive. 7 of Hearts, Healing the Past. 5 of Hearts, Change of Heart. Jack of Hearts, the Dolphin, Playful and Light-Hearted. That's a few hearts. And we've got Hearts and Clubs. And that's a spade. 3 of Spades, Hope and Optimism. Okay, group 4. Now, the strongest feeling that I'm getting coming through from these cards, from this reading, is that something has come to an end. And I think for quite a few of you, it's a relationship. For some of you, though, it could be a situation, but it's a significant situation. You know, it might be work or maybe something to do with home. But whatever it is, I sense that something has come to an end before now, like before you're listening to the reading, and that you've been moved into a new situation, and it feels like you're not over this ending that has happened to you, and that you're not feeling too great about the situation that you're in at the moment. So whatever that situation is, it will be different for each of you. But as I say, I think certainly for some of you, it could be a relationship that has ended and you're not feeling too good about the new situation that you're in, which could be being single, or could even be a friendship that's ended, so you might be feeling a bit lonely. Could be a job that's ended and you're in another job, or you haven't found a job yet and you're just not happy with the situation that you're in at the moment. Okay. But the good news is, overall, the energy that I'm seeing through the cards, what I'm feeling is that throughout 2023, you're going to be getting a lot of healing and closure and help from spirit to adjust to your new situation. I think that something has happened to you where you might have felt powerless in what was happening, and maybe in the ending that was thrust upon you. Maybe it wasn't your choice, or you didn't get to speak your mind, or things just didn't work out in the way that you hoped that they would. But this new situation that you're in now, Group 4, as we've got that card there, this is asking you to move forward with courage, to not be afraid to embrace this different situation that you're in, to not be afraid to get closure and to say anything that you need to say to get closure, to move on from this ending that has happened to you, and to not be afraid to move forward with a new beginning. Okay. Now, each of these cards represents a different energy in the reading, if you like. So this new situation, that's the recent past. That's the situation that you've come into, this new beginning. And this, we'll talk about this one next. The Six of Hearts, the beauty and appreciation. Now, this card is the energy of what Spirit is helping you with. And that's telling me that you haven't yet seen the silver lining to what's happened, and you aren't fully appreciating yet the new beginning that you're in. Because maybe this situation that ended, it hasn't been easy for you. Maybe it's affected you emotionally, or it's like, maybe it's pulled the rug from under your feet and you're feeling a bit unbalanced or unstable, or maybe some of you are feeling lost or lonely and you're just not sure how to move forward or what to do to make yourself feel better. But Spirit's bringing this message in here with this lovely flower energy, saying that you are getting help from the other dimensions, from your spirit family, to help you to appreciate your life more, to see the little miracles that we get happening in every day but often get overlooked, and sometimes we take things for granted, especially if they're there all the time. So this will help you. Spirit is helping you to not take for granted what you've currently got, and to see the true value of all the meaningful things in your life, or the people that are in your life, to value them more and to be grateful for them, and to notice more beauty around you. This is such a lovely, positive, warm feeling vibe that Spirit is helping you to bring into your life, so that you feel better about where you are and what you've got going on in your life and who you've got in your life. Excuse me for this frog in my throat today. I'm doing the readings a lot earlier in the day than what I normally do, and my throat obviously hasn't sorted itself out for speaking properly, so I'm a bit croaky, so please forgive me for that. Now, I'm going to look at this middle card, the King of Clubs, the Lion, brave and assertive. So this is what I was talking about you feeling more comfortable with this new position that you're in, whether it's changing jobs, changing relationship status, something changing at work, or changing with your connections in general, whatever it is. This is about you feeling a new sense of inner power and not being afraid to be you, to speak up for yourself, to say what needs to be said, to do what needs to be done, to put yourself out there. This is the energy that you're coming into for 2023, where you might be called to step up in some way, or to take the lead in something. The Lion energy is about being a leader, not necessarily job-wise or anything like that, but being the leader of yourself, feeling empowered, feeling confident, feeling more independent, being more assertive. It's all of those qualities. And that is the energy that you're moving into for 2023. Okay. And as the year progresses, this energy will become stronger within you. These qualities will get stronger because life will give you opportunities to practice being that way. And as they say, if you can't make it, then fake it till you make it. I think that the saying is something like that. I'm sure you get the idea though. Okay. Now, if I look at this card here, 10 of Diamonds, Elevation, that's a wonderful card to get. I think that came up in a couple of the other readings. Now, that's in the position of what you need to focus on, what you need to head towards. So this card is saying to put yourself in a higher position. So this might be about seeing yourself in a better light, but it could also be about the perspective that you have. Maybe it's connected with how you've seen this ending that's happened to you, and Spirit is asking you to look at things from a higher perspective and not through the cloudy perspective that the emotions sometimes bring. Because if you've been hurt or had quite an intense emotional reaction to what you've been through, it could be skewing your vision and stopping you from seeing things in a brighter light and in a more truthful light. So this is Spirit asking you to just shift your perspective, your perception to a higher elevation, but also to see yourself better, because I get the feeling that some of you don't view yourself with the same love that Spirit does. Okay, group 4. So look at yourself with love, okay, and you'll feel a whole lot better for it, and it will radiate from you into the world around you, into your environment and into your experiences, okay. Now, if we look at this 5 of Hearts, change of heart, this gives me the feeling, this is in the challenge position, what's challenging you, and this is giving me the feeling that you have kind of maybe have been stuck in the way that you've seen what's happened to you, which connects really nicely with this elevation card and the beauty and appreciation card. So this is about Spirit helping you to change how you feel about what's happened, to change how you see what's happened, and to realise that the ending that happened was actually for your highest good. And in time, you will realise that, and you will see that, and it will feel a whole lot better. I really do see that happening for you in 2023, group 4. Especially with this 7 of Hearts, healing the past. This is the outcome card. So this is telling me that you will see this ending and this new beginning in a whole new different light as the year progresses, and you will feel a whole lot better about it. And by the end of the year, or maybe sooner, maybe way sooner, you will actually change your perspective on how you have seen what's happened to you. It's like you may very well do a 180 turnabout in how you feel about it and how you're seeing it. And that's really good news. And it's a very positive shift that I can see coming in. I get this feeling because you've got quite a few of the Hearts cards in the reading, and I feel that you could be feeling quite hurt or quite disappointed or let down or maybe betrayed or just generally down, about what's happened. But that is going to shift for you in 2023. There's some very positive energy coming in. This Jack of Hearts with the dolphin, playful and light-hearted, that's the energy that's lacking in your life at the moment. So this is what Spirit is going to help you to bring in with this 6 of Hearts, changing how you feel about things, how you see things, which will help you to feel a whole lot better. Maybe fun and joy and love has been lacking for you, but that is going to turn around as the year progresses, and the energy is going to uplift. Because if we look at this 3 of Spades, the hope and optimism, this is the card, the influence that is coming in for you in 2023. Okay, together with the 2 of Clubs, wait and patience. So this is this message from Spirit that's saying, be patient with yourself, please, group 4. Be patient with what's happened and with giving yourself time to adjust to this new situation. It might not be what you hoped for or what you wanted, but it is what you need at the moment. And in time, as the months progress, as long as you're being patient with yourself and how you're feeling, you will actually start to feel a whole lot better, because healing is coming in for you. better feelings are coming in for you. Hope and optimism is coming in for you, and how you've been looking at what's happened, that is going to change. Okay. And more joy, more fun is coming in. But it's really important for you, Group 4, to do the things, to fill your time with the things that light you up, that bring you joy, that bring you love, that are fun to do. Make sure that you're around people that uplift you rather than bring you down. And make sure that you allow yourself plenty of time to heal and to rest. And give yourself time to kind of sort through your emotions and to go through what's happened and to look at it from a different viewpoint. Change your perspective on how you're seeing things. Look at the situation with a different set of eyes if you can. And don't be afraid of anything that's happened or anything that's happening to you, because it's not happening to bring you down or to hurt you. It's actually happening to make you stronger, because something better is coming. When one door closes, another door always opens, and it always opens to something better, even if it doesn't feel that way at the time. It will become apparent as the time goes by in 2023, and everything is going to turn around for you, Group 4. That is the energy that's coming in. I get this very strong sense from Spirit that you need to be very gentle with yourself and show yourself a lot of compassion with what you've been going through, okay? And as the months go by, you're just going to feel a whole lot better. This elevation card with the steps that are going up, this is you throughout the year, reaching a better place, feeling better, seeing things better, and becoming a stronger person that feels more whole and more empowered and more happier as the year progresses. Okay, Group 4. I'm going to choose just a few of these quick message cards to get you some more messages from Spirit. Some positive, uplifting messages. Now we've got better things ahead. There you go. Isn't that perfect for this reading? And wonderful confirmation of what I've been saying, Group 4. That is just lovely and just what you needed. Better things are ahead. You're on the right path. Oh wow, more wonderful confirmation that what happened was meant to happen. It might have been difficult, and it might still feel quite difficult and raw, but you are going in the right direction, Group 4. And better things are most definitely ahead for you. One more. Positive vibes. Wow. Oh, lovely confirmation, those messages, aren't they, Group 4? That's the energy that's coming in. So as the year progresses, you're going to feel better and better and better. So yay, Group 4. Reach for the stars. That's a star. Reach for the stars. Okay, Group 4, I hope you found that reading helpful. And if you're drawn to any of the others, go ahead and listen to the other readings, because there might be something in them for you. If you've liked the reading, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. And if you haven't already subscribed, it would really help me to grow the channel if you subscribe. Thank you for listening and have a lovely day. Hello, Group 5. Thank you for joining me in the reading. So, as I mentioned in the introduction, each of these readings is one single positive event that is going to come in for you in 2023. So it's likely that some of you have got more than one or several positive, significant events coming in for you. Yeah, so choose as many readings as you're drawn to and take the information that resonates and leave the rest. So we have got 4 of clubs, build or a building. Queen of spades, the beetle, determined and resilient. 2 of clubs, wait, patience. That came out in the last reading in the same position actually. 10 of hearts, fulfillment. 9 of hearts, emotional release. 6 of diamonds, the sixth sense. Queen of Clubs, the Elephant, loyal and loving. 5 of Clubs, movement and action. And the 9 of Clubs, and a situation. So you've got quite a few club cards in this reading. We've got 5 in total. Now, this is one of the decks that I've designed, and the clubs cards relate to the material and physical realm. So anything related to that, okay. So it can be physical situations, things like money, or things that happen physically, like to do with the house, you know, that kind of thing. Right, so let me tune in. Okay, now the energy that I'm getting the strongest from this reading and those cards is to do with the family and home. Okay, now for many of you, this could relate to moving house, but in general, this is some kind of a positive change that is coming in 2023 with regards to your family and home. Now, each of these cards represents a particular position, a particular reference in the reading, if you like. So this card here, the 10 of Hearts, fulfillment, this is in the position that relates to recent events, the recent past that's leading into 2023. Okay. So it depends when you listen to this as to when this has happened for you, but it's most likely towards the end of 2022. Okay. Or it could be just as you're listening to the reading. And what this relates to, what this gives me a feeling of, is that you feel quite contented with your home life, with your family. You kind of feel like you have got everything that you wanted. Everything has been going well. Lots of love, lots of great feelings, contentment, joy within the home and within your family. Or if you live alone, it could be just within yourself that you're happy with where you are, that you feel at home. It could be that this could relate to animal companions where they fill your life with a lot of light and joy and love, or it could relate to family members. Okay, so there are different aspects there, so take what resonates. Now, if I look at this card here, the Queen of Clubs, the Elephant, loyal and loving, this is a couple of things that this could relate to, because this is in the challenge area, the area that is where you're going to have the most growth in 2023. Now, for some of you, this could relate to the mother energy. So that's either your relationship with your mom, or it's you mothering yourself, or it's you being a mother to children. So it could be 3 different aspects depending what is relevant for you. And it's showing that there is a challenge in this area. So it could be that you don't feel good enough as a mother, or you're struggling with your relationship with your mom, or if it's to do with you being your own mother, maybe you aren't showing yourself enough love. You've been struggling with that, and you've been struggling to take care of yourself. But the general feeling that I get overall from this is that you don't feel good enough in some way. Okay, so as the year develops, that is kind of an area of growth for you. So it will improve as the months go by, and those feelings of love will come in, whether it's with your mom, with your children, or with yourself, or all of the above. Okay. By the way, if you can hear any background noise, it's one of my kittens going a bit crazy. I have had to resort recently to shutting them out of the room because they were just causing mayhem, but they've been quite quiet this morning, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, back to the reading. So this card here, the 4 of Clubs, build or a building. Now for me, this is relating to your home, you know, the place that you call home. It could be the area that you live, or it could be your actual house that you live in. And for a few of you, this could relate to how you feel about home, what home means to you, and your home within yourself. And for a few of you, it could even relate to your spiritual home and your connection with your soul family, your spirit tribe. And these feelings of being connected to this other realm, the place that is our true home. Now, in this position, this card, this is what Spirit is helping you with. So this could relate to a house move, or it could relate to improved feelings of being at home or being with your family, or how you feel about yourself, because this connects really well with the elephant here, this feeling of mothering, because this is a very strong family feeling here with the mother energy and the home. So this reading is very much based around you and your home and how you feel about your home and your family and yourself. Okay. Now, with regards to this, with the help that you're getting from Spirit, for some of you, Spirit could be helping you to move house or to make some improvements to your home. The feeling that I get is this improvement in this area, in home and family. There's this improvement coming in. And for some of you, this is going to be about moving home or relocating or changing your living environment in a positive way. If we look at this middle card, the 9 of Hearts, emotional release, this makes me think of, for some of you, someone could be leaving the home or leaving the family or moving on. There could be some change that is coming in or that you're currently feeling that's actually causing an emotional reaction of sadness, or something that it could also be that you're healing from the past in connection with family and home. I'm getting quite a few different ideas through for this reading, so it might sound like it's a bit all over the place, but I realise that there could be a lot of people listening to this, so take what resonates for you and then just leave the bits that don't. Okay, so this emotional release is you letting go of some sadness or some pain or hurt, and it could be relate to past situation regarding home and family, or it could be something current that you're actually working through at the moment, but that happened a while ago. I don't see it necessarily as something happening right now where someone's leaving. It could be for a few of you, but generally I'm picking up that it's actually that you're releasing your emotions about some past hurt that connects with home and family and your roots, you know, where you're from. Okay. And this card here, the 5 of Clubs, movement and action, that is in the position of what's lacking and what is needed in your life. So during 2023, this could very well relate to some of you needing to move house. You know, the energy is quite strong here with relation to that change coming in. And if it's something that you've been worried about, or maybe resisting, or maybe you haven't found the place that you wanted, then this is just a sign that from Spirit about timing, okay? It might not be the right time. Maybe you're not in the right frame of mind. Maybe something's happened to stop you. But there is this energy coming in that you're being helped from Spirit to take action, to get things moving. And it could relate to some of you actually feeling as if you're stuck in a rut and you've been unable to get yourself out of it. Or for a few of you, it could even be that you're kind of stuck in your comfort zone, because we have got this lovely fulfillment card. And why move from your comfort zone if you feel safe and happy? But sometimes life can get a bit boring and the sameness if we stay in the comfort zone for too long. And sometimes it can actually hold us back from something better. So this is a message from Spirit to say, don't worry about what's coming. Don't worry about making this change, because something better is coming for you. Don't stay stuck where you are, even if it is a nice comfort zone, because there are better things that are coming. And staying stuck or staying where you are or staying in your comfort zone, it's not going to bring you the best path or the most positive feelings. So Spirit is going to help you to make this change, to move or to take the action that you need to take. Okay. And then that ties in really well with this card, the Queen of Spades, the Beetle, determined and resilient. because that card is in the position of what you need to focus on, where you need to place your goals. So it connects really well with the movement and action that you're lacking, because that card is saying, be determined. Be determined to do something, to change, to take action. Be determined to move. Carry on, do it, keep going no matter what. Because beetles symbolically, they recycle, they work through rubbish and they recycle it. They're also connected with reincarnation, so they tie in with this energy of keeping going and moving forward no matter what, and going through all these different cycles and just keeping moving, not staying still. And that is this energy that is coming in on this reading, group 5, to help you to move, to keep moving, to keep going and not stay where you are. Okay. Now, if we look at the right-hand column, we've got the 2 of clubs, wait and patience, and we've got the 9 of clubs, end of situation. Both of those cards relate to the influences that are coming in at some point in 2023. Now, these together, they suggest to me that there is a delay in an ending, and it most likely connects with what I've been talking about, your living or family environment. There's some kind of delay coming in because, as I mentioned with the beetle, and the movement and action, it's all down to timing. If you've been stopped from doing something, if you're hitting a brick wall, if you can't get to where you need to be, it's because of the timing of things. So what you can focus on when you're going through these phases where it feels like you're not getting anywhere, even when you're ready to, when you've kind of decided that you want to take the action, if nothing is moving ahead, focus on what you want to happen rather than any problems that are happening in the present, okay? Because it will happen when it's meant to, because sometimes there are things going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of, that are getting things ready for us to go towards. And I sense that this is happening in this reading. I feel that there's something that needs to be let go of first before you can go into this new beginning or this change relating to home, the house, or family. Now, the final card, the 6 of Diamonds, which is the 6th sense, that is a really good card to get in the outcome position, because that is saying to me that you're going to get very strong intuitive feelings of what to do and when to do it. And even if you're going through a phase of being delayed, things not going how you want them to, I think you will know, group 5, through your gut feelings, that things are going to work out in the way that they're meant to, and they're going to work out great for you. Okay. So no matter what, trust your intuition, and the more of your stuck emotions you can let go with this emotional release, the stronger your intuition comes. And if you are moving house, you'll know that right house when you see it. You'll get a feeling and you will just know. So whatever situation this is referring to for you, it feels like an energy, a little bit of start and stop, start and stop. I think there's a little bit of resistance in the beginning about making a change, but I feel as though you get through that with Spirit's help, and then you get this sense of what it is that you need to do, and you release the blockages that have been holding you back. You get to this point where you feel ready, but you might just be slowed down a little bit, and Spirit's saying, don't worry, there's no problem, just need to wait a little bit longer, trust your gut, trust your feelings, and you will know when it's the right time to take action. Okay, group 5. Let me get a couple of message cards for some final messages from Spirit. There's some, one's just fallen out. Speak your truth, for some positive energy for you. Okay. We've got listen to your heart. I'll get one more. Everything is as it's meant to be. Yeah, that's a lovely card to get, isn't it? With what I've just saying, if things keep stopping and starting, don't worry about it. It's all going to plan. It might not be your plan, but it is the universe's plan. Okay, group 5. So remember that. Now, with regards to speak your truth and listen to your heart, I sense that there is someone around you, possibly at home or within the family, and it could be in connection with what I've been talking about. It could even be the person that the stuck emotions have related to. There's someone that you need to speak to. You need to express how you feel to this person. And if you come from your heart, your words will be filled with compassion, but while also speaking with confidence and asserting your needs. So whatever it is, group 5, there's someone around you that you do need to speak to. You need to express how you feel, and you may have been dreading it, or you may think that you're going to get a negative reaction, or you may be worried about upsetting someone. But you know what? You can't control how somebody else reacts. All you can control is how you react. So do what's right for you. Your heart will guide you well if you listen to your heart rather than your head. It will guide you well, and it will bring the words that are right for you, and it will help you to speak the truth. If you feel like you need some courage, ask Spirit to help you to say what needs to be said in the right way, okay? So group 5, I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Let me know with a thumbs up, leave me a comment as to what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, it would really help me to grow if you considered subscribing. Thank you for listening and have a lovely day. Hello group 6. Thank you for joining me in the reading. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, these readings each reading covers one single positive significant event for 2023. So it may well be that more than one significant positive event is waiting for you in 2023. So if you're drawn to more than one reading, then listen to as many readings as you feel you need to, and take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, let's see how many cards we've got. I want 9 altogether. Perfect. Right. Oh wow, that came out in the same position in the last reading. How interesting. So that's the 4 of clubs, build or a building. Got the King of Diamonds, wise and intuitive. 7 of hearts, healing the past. 9 of clubs, end of situation. Ace of clubs, new situation. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? The end of a situation and then a new one. 9 of hearts, emotional release. Now, some of these cards came out in the last reading. So if you were drawn to that, which one group? Number 5, listen to it. Jack of spades, the dragonfly, changeable and curious. And the Ace of hearts, emerging love. And the Jack of diamonds, the wren, free spirit and inspiring. Okay, let me tune in. Okay, group 6. So the energy that I'm getting coming through with this is that 2023 is going to be very healing and liberating for you. Okay. Now, each of these cards represents a particular position in relation to the influences. So this one, the 9 of clubs, end of situation, that is in the position of the recent past. Okay. Now, I get the feeling from this reading that this end of situation could go back quite a way for some of you, but not all of you. And I sense that this is some kind of big ending that you have gone through, big life transition that you've gone through, which has had a big impact on you. I feel that it could, for some of you, be the end of a big relationship, or it's something relating to your family, or it could be some big trauma that you have been through. Okay. And as you're coming into 2023, that situation isn't current for you anymore. What happened? You are in the new situation, because this is the card of the present. Okay. So an ending has taken place and you're in the position of a new situation. But this ending, I think, is different for each of you. What I'm picking up the most in this reading is this is your inner self that is going through a transition. And this is about you healing the past, healing your memories, healing your emotions, sorting through your beliefs and maybe reprogramming your mind in some way. I can see you releasing yourself from things that have held you back, weighed you down, negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative beliefs that have been running in the background and having an impact on your life. So it hasn't been the best for you. You haven't had wonderful things coming into your life. But 2023, this is the year of change for you. Very positive change, uplifting and healing, and positive energy coming in, and you kind of being reborn. Okay, that's what I am sensing here. It feels big and deep and soul level growth stuff going on here for 2023 group 6. Okay. So this card here, the 4 of clubs, build or a building, that is in the position of what spirit is helping you with. Now, for some of you, this could relate to you healing things that have gone on within your family from when you were younger. But what I also sense with this card is that spirit is helping you to build a stable foundation within yourself for your life, where maybe you had a dysfunctional upbringing in some way, or either within the family or at school or within relationships, and it has affected you quite a lot and for a long time. So that has all come to an end. Whatever you were going through, it has ended, and there's this new you coming in. And I think that some of you have probably been going through this transition for quite a while, working on yourself, healing yourself, getting to know you, getting to know what's going on in your mind. But Spirit is here helping you to build a strong foundation. For some of you, it could involve moving house, changing relocations, or changes in the family. But for most of you, I do sense this energy of you rebuilding your life, as it were, creating a strong foundation where no matter what happens to you in the external reality, you won't be shaken. That's what I can see coming in for quite a lot of you in 2023, is this feeling of stability and security and safety. And it's an inner feeling, not necessarily connected to what your outer environment, but how you feel on the inside. Because no matter what's going on in the world, if you feel safe and secure and protected within, then you know that nothing can really harm you. Okay. And that's the energy I'm picking up the most of in this reading for 2023. Now, this card here, the Jack of Spades, the dragonfly, changeable and curious. This is making me think that, because the dragonflies can often relate to illusion and dreams and things in the hidden realms, or things that are hidden, things that aren't seen properly. And so it asks for you to be curious. This is in the challenge position in the reading. Okay, so there's something I feel that you're not seeing clearly, or that you haven't got to the truth of yet. It could relate to a person, or it could relate to a situation, or what it's most likely relating to for most of you is this that I've talked about, what's happened to you in the past. I feel that Spirit is asking you to dig a little deeper, to look below the surface, to consider other perspectives as to what has happened to you. And to be curious, look below the surface. Don't take things at face value. Don't take things as how they appear. And don't always believe what you see or hear. It's what you feel that is the truth. Always trust your feelings. So with this being in the challenge position for 2023, this is an energy that is an area of growth for you. So as the year progresses, I feel that you will be able to get to the truth more and more as months go by. You will begin to see things differently. You will begin to get to the bottom of things. You will begin to see through the illusions and dig down to the truth, okay? And that is a big area of growth for you, Group 6, because with this card here, the King of Diamonds, the Owl, wise and intuitive, that's in the position of what you need to focus on. Okay, so that is saying, in relation to this card as well, that is saying, trust your intuition, use the wisdom that you've gained from past experiences, use the wisdom that you have of other people. And I'm getting this feeling to tell you to look at human behaviour as a whole, to understand why people do the things that they do. And when they do things to hurt us, it's because they're hurting inside. So there's this feeling of you needing to look deep. Dig down deep and look well below the surface to get answers that you seek, to get to the truth. Okay. Because here, the Ace of Hearts, emerging love, that's in the position of what's lacking at the moment. And I feel that this situation that has hurt you in the past, that is you're transforming through at the moment for 2023, it may be that you feel unloved because of what happens to you, or that you're unable to see the situation with love. Okay, so this is Spirit coming in saying, look at the situation with your heart rather than your physical eyes, because your physical eyes will see the situation based on the traumas and the emotional responses and everything that happens in the world, rather than seeing the situation through your heart, because your heart connects to your soul, which connects to spirit, and spirit is pure love. And when you connect with spirit, with your soul, with your heart, that's when you see through the love in your heart. And it helps you to see things in a different way and to understand why people do the things that they do, and that really all of us are doing the best that we can in any given moment. You know, even when people hurt us, most of the time they're not doing it intentionally. And even if it seems like they are, they're probably not anyway, because nobody really wants to, not deep down, we don't really want to hurt another human being. And for people that do hurt other people, it's because they're hurting inside so much that they've probably just switched off their emotions and they're not aware of what they're doing. So this is such a transformational year for you, Group 6, and such a big shifting energy where you are able to clear out the past and heal yourself. Because this card here, Seven of Hearts, healing the past, that is an influence that is coming in for you in 2023. So this is going to help you to heal from the trauma or traumas that have happened to you, that have been holding you back and affecting every part of your life. And this other card, the Jack of Diamonds, the Wren, free spirit and inspiring, that's another energy that's coming in for you in 2023. So the more that you heal, the freer you will feel, the more liberated you will feel. And you will find that you might get these new ideas coming in, new experiences coming in, because you're letting go of the past, which has been confining you. And this card, the Nine of Hearts, emotional release. This is the outcome card. And this is saying that you are going to be able to let go of this awful heaviness and sadness. Whatever it is that's weighed you down from the past, you're going to be receiving healing. You're going to be letting go of your emotions, because your emotions have been stuck in your energy field, making you feel heavy, slowing you down, pulling you down. And these are going to be released. So when you have these moments during 2023 where you're feeling emotional, let those emotions come up, honour them, feel them, because you might not have wanted to feel them before. Let them come up, because once they do, they are then released. And have a look at why you felt the way you did. Try to see things from a different perspective, and that will be very, very healing for you and very liberating, because there are new things waiting to come in for you, group number 6, in 2023. But first you need to make room for them. Make some space in your energy field, because there are some wonderful things coming. I'm going to get some of these quick message cards to get some final positive messages for you. No, don't even go there. Everything is as it's meant to be. And one more. Open your heart. Lovely. Okay. No, don't even go there. That is making me think that there is someone or something from your past that might keep pulling you back. It might be physically, but I think for many of you, it's in your mind. You keep thinking about things in the past, going over it, thoughts going around and around, and it's not helping you and it's not getting anywhere. By all means, go back into your memories to look at them through different eyes, but don't let the past recur. You know, don't keep going around in a circle, reliving what's happened without getting anywhere with it, because it will make you dizzy and you won't move forward and it will pull you down. So let it go, okay? Let the past go. It's not coming back. You've got better things ahead, group 6. Everything is as it's meant to be. This is a message from Spirit to say that some awful things have happened, but it happened for your growth. And that might be hard to see at times because it hurt. But your soul chose this path because your soul wanted you to evolve, to grow. And, you know, I always think that if we don't experience sadness, how can we know what joy feels like? And if we don't let ourselves love because we're afraid of loss, what an amazing feeling and gift we would be missing out on, to love and to be loved. You know, so difficult experiences happen to us to show us what we don't want and what we don't like and what we don't need in our lives. And these difficult experiences lead us closer to the light and all the positive things that there are in life. So anything bad that's happened, turn it around, because you're heading towards the light now and all the positive energy. Okay. And there's no one to blame for what's happened. It simply is destiny. It's destiny, really. It was meant to be. Okay, you've moved beyond it and now you're in a place where you can free yourself from it. So open your heart to yourself and let your love come through. Love yourself first, and loving others will then become easy, even those that have hurt you. You don't have to like them, but love them at a soul level and recognize that who they are as a human being, their personality, it's not who they are as a soul. Because the person that's hurt you is most likely one of your soul family. Because we make these agreements when we're in the spirit world, our soul makes these agreements with other souls that we love and cherish to have difficult experiences with. And then when we leave this experience on earth and we go back to the spirit realm, we all have a laugh about it as to what's happened. I know that can be hard to believe sometimes, but it is how it is. Okay. I'm going to get one more card for you, group 6, just for some positive, uplifting messages. Look at that. Gift or compliment heading your way. So there is something very positive coming in for you in 2023. I think for some of you, this could be something that you're expecting. It could be money or a wonderful gift from someone. For some of you, this could be recognition in something where people are giving you wonderful feedback that means the world to you. Okay, but whatever it is, you've got something really great to look forward to. Okay, group 6, I hope that's been of help to you. Let me know with a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And if you haven't subscribed already, it would really help my channel to grow if you did. So thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.